But right now, we need to talk about Tim Walz. And Tim Walz was asked the question, you compare Trump supporters to Nazis. Biden called them garbage. Hillary called them deplorables. Doesn't that undercut your fake unity message? No, certainly not. It's like, well, no, it's not going to happen.
I want to put it into a larger context of your recent comment comparing the Sunday Trump rally to a Nazi rally. And I would also throw in there Obama's bitter clingers, guns and religion comment from a while back, the deplorable line from Hillary Clinton's campaign.
You know, so everything is just fine. Hugo Chavez did the same. He called us escuálidos. It's something someone is skinny, that we don't have any strength, we don't have any power. He called us like that, skinnies, escuálidos, and we began to call ourselves skinnies because we were proud of being that, right? It's something a bit weird, but that happened in Venezuela as well. This is a complete deja vu for me. I'm living all this again. I don't want to live the election nights, that's for sure.
And the way that Democrats are seen by some voters as disrespecting them. And I have to ask, does that undercut this closing message of unity from your campaign?
No, certainly not.
No, it's not going to happen. We also have this. Some of you were mentioned that I absolutely needed to mention this. Tim Walz accused of pushing Chinese Communist Party official's daughter to bring off unaliving herself during Storm Toast's love affair in 1980s. Made me feel cheap. Well, if you're with Tim Walz, if you're with Tim Walz, I don't know how to put this in not cruel terms. You are already cheap. It's like you are selling yourself too low. You have low self-esteem. And look at this. Tim Walz yesterday, we need to stop the name calling. Tim Walz today, Trump's rally was a Nazi rally and his supporters are Nazis. My God. This is, how do people complain about Biden if they have Tim Walz to do the dirty job for him?
The Constitution, the rule of law, getting away from the name calling and the division.
You said over the weekend, referring to it, there's a direct parallel to a big rally that happened in the mid-1930s at Madison Square Garden. Well, you were comparing that rally to
he was shaking his head. You notice that he was shaking his head when he was listening to those words. I'm going to
parallel to a big rally that happened in the mid-1930s at Madison Square Garden. Well, you were comparing that rally.
He said, well, no.
To a Nazi rally?
Look, I'm comparing it to the hate that came out of this, and I think they confirmed that.
You stand by that?
Okay, he dodged that question. He didn't want to say that he was actually comparing it to a Nazi rally. He already knew it was not a good idea.
Look, I'm comparing it to the hate that came out of this, and I think they can.
I'm comparing it to the hate that came out of this. Oh, that is, he's backing off. They told him. The campaign told him it's not working. You have to back down. You cannot repeat that anymore. You have to say something else. You have to say something else.
You stand by that comparison though to a Nazi rally?
Look, the rally, you saw it for yourself. I'll let the American public make the decision of what they saw.
I let the American public to make the decision of what they saw. It would be great, Tim, if that would be all the time. But we know what we saw and what we heard with Biden. Trump's supporters are garbage. We heard him. Everybody heard him. And then you want to gaslight us, or your handlers, your campaign, your media wants to gaslight us into pretending that it did not happen. This is brainwashing over and over again. The media is a constant brainwashing. That's why whatever happens on November 5th, something that you need to understand, my beautiful body language bodies, whatever happens in November 5th, there's already a change in the tides. We already saw how these billionaires like Jeff Bezos and Tim Cook how they are tweeting, how they are preparing for that switch, how Jeff Bezos knows that he needs more conservative opinions. How is he going to handle that on his own paper? That is his problem. But he has seen the writing on the wall. And I don't think that CNN and MSNBC will be able to have those dissenting opinions at the same time because they have lost all credibility. That is the problem. Credibility is something so hard to build over years and decades and so easy to destroy in a matter of weeks or months. Yeah, so sometimes it's hard to destroy, but it can be destroyed. I wouldn't say that the credibility of a media that has that employs thousands of people is going to be destroyed overnight. That doesn't happen that way either. But it can be destroyed. And they know that whatever happens on X, on Twitter is the media now. Elon share a meme like that. Look at me, you know that. Captain Phillips meme. Look at me. I'm the mainstream media now. It's the logo of X. That is the reality. That's why I'm betting on making video content on X as well. And I'm absolutely sure that X is going to be as everything that Elon has, touched is going to be massive as well. And it's going to be massive because it's one channel that we have for actual freedom of speech, or to speak our minds without the fear of being canceled. And without the fear, we're going to be canceled by the woke mob. I don't remember the last time someone was fearing that the woke mob were going to be in droves and cancel people, to suspend them. Maybe in some extreme cases, if you mess with enough people at the same time, with millions of people, and millions of people report your account, but you need millions of people from many parts of the world. I don't know what you have to do to do so. But meanwhile, Twitter is still a bastion of free speech, and that's an area when we can have a safe space. But meanwhile, we have to deal with these hypocrites, and that is my job. Maybe not deal with them. I don't have to deal with him. Well, it's his wife who has to deal with Tim. But my job is trying to show you the contradictions. When what they say make no sense. When what they say is against, sanity. It's against the basic tenets of reason. And you say, no. How can this person be telling this to me? How can this person say, we want the public to just trust their own eyes and reach their own conclusions? No, this time you want that. Because when it hurts you, you will make sure that your media, the lackeys is the name, are going to do the gaslighting for you. But it's not working anymore. People are waking up. Every single of us are waking up. And I'm sure my body language bodies, you're waking up to this as well.